Welcome viewers to my channel. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you for patronizing me and for coming to this channel, and I'm believing God that even this video that is uploaded, you will also find it very useful, even as we interact. So you are welcome as we want to look at the topic for this video, and our discussion in this video is on finding out the ways time affects your mental health. You know, we have been dealing with a series of mental health issues, and we will continue to a large extent. So we want to find out ways time affects your mental health. So you can say time and your mental health. Well, time is a valuable asset given to each and every one of us by God. In fact, from the time the child in the womb, from the time the heartbeat gives the first beat, till the time the person dies, every heartbeat indicates the passage of time. Every heartbeat indicates the passage of time. Every heartbeat indicates the passage of time. But I am not saying that life, even before the first heartbeat, that life is not there. Life is there. In fact, even the sperm or the ovum has life in it, and by the time fertilization takes place, life has begun. So I'm not trying to say that before the heart start beating that there is no life. There is. But we are just talking of time. The way the heart beats by intervals, fixed one, it will beat till the point one dies. By the time the doctor checks the person's heart and it has stopped beating and they pronounce the person dead, you know that the person is gone. So this life, just as it beats away, so also time passes, and you cannot recover the time that has passed. You cannot recover it. So it's a valuable asset given up to us by God. We are compelled to spend it consistently and continuously. It passes. You can't recover it. You can't hold time and keep it for about a day or two, or even an hour. Well, this is I am busy, let me take this time, let me keep it. So whether you are sleeping, or you are awake, or you are doing something important, or you are doing something not important, you are spending time. You are spending time. And therefore it becomes important that we know how we use our time, so that we use it wisely. I want to read out this thing. This wise man in the Bible, they talk of King Solomon, the wise King Solomon in the Christian Bible said this about time. And it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 from verses 1 to 8, say that there is time for everything. Let me quickly look at some things he said here. He says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sue. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. A time of love and a time of hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. So there are times, and this thing goes on. So since we are compelled to spend this time, and if you don't make use of yours, eventually certain things will come in agitation, regrets. You have wasted your life. When we say, oh, what have I done? I have wasted my life. I am of no use. Then you start to look down on yourself and you see others have gone, and that, in fact, life is useless for me. I better just call it off. You know, such a way, having not used your time very well, may go ahead to affect your mental health, and that is why we are looking at this, even in this our channel. So I said that we are compelled by nature to spend this time continuously at given intervals. What we do with time at hand becomes very important. So let's look at the following. The time to affect our mental health. For example, someone may get worried when he feels time is running out of him to do something. You get worried about that. For example, a lady may get worried that time is running out on her, and she is not yet married. To bring about depression, to bring about worries, agitation in the mind. See, a housewife without a child may be worried that her fertility time is passing and menopause is approaching. So and because of that, he gets impatient, running around. He asks, what do I do? What do I do? Moving from one hospital to the other, from one place to the other, will be driving, I go here, I should be spending money, and as she does this thing, the child doesn't come, he gets more and more agitated. So a young man may feel worried that time is passing and he is unable to raise enough money to marry. All these things have to do with time. And because of that, some people will even start to put their hands in certain things that are crooked, engaging in stealing, robbery, or cheating on one form or the other. So you can see how time could affect people and cause them to put hands on things that are not healthy mentally. Some may feel worried that at this stage in life they've not been able to build their own house or own a car, depending on what the person values. You may feel worried. Look at my mates. They are driving cars, they have this and that. I've not yet done that. And either the person will have low self-esteem, negative self-concept, feeling that he is of no use, and he is a disappointment. Or he may look for ways that are not right, ways to make money, to be able to make ends meet, to get money by all means, even on ways that are not good, ways that will get him into trouble. So too many worries may lead to poor mental health. That is it. Too many worries may lead to poor mental health. That is why we are concerned about looking at time. So, but then we'll look at the positive, how time affects us positively, and how also it has negative effect on the person, on the individual. Concerning the positive effect, I will say that 1, time brings about healing. If you allow time over an issue, with time it heals. You recover from that. You recover from whatever situation. Maybe you lost a loved one. You pass through a terrible problem or trouble that has agitated you, for which you are very much worried. Allow time. Time brings about healing. For at that moment, you may feel that all is gone. You may want to take harsh decision that may harm you. But what I'm telling you is that if you're able to kill that and allow time it will take its course. By the time has passed and passed and passed, you won't be in that depression again. Healing would have taken place. Hence, that is why when some people lose their loved ones, either death or so, at that moment it will seem that the world has turned upside down. But if such a person could be helped, and he could be helped to manage himself, eventually he will get over it. So time provides the opportunity to get over an issue or a challenge that may be life-threatening. So that is one important thing time does for us. Gives us opportunity. Another one, it gives us opportunity to settle issues. Having issues with people, that's one thing with the court. You see, when people are quarreling over land or issues, they go to court. The time the court delays to hear and to process the case, by the time they would have gotten to a point of delivering judgment, tempers must have cooled down. So it's to find two people, also two groups of people being very much agitated, going to struggle for a land, even threatening to kill each other. But when you take the case to court, one good thing about the court, when you take it there, all the processes of the court processes before you come to a final judgment will have cooled the temper. So time is good, and therefore when people are agitated, we counseling psychologists or psychotherapists will also try to die on time to help the person stabilize. So we could also say that doing the right thing at the right time promotes, when you do the right thing at the right time, it promotes success, happiness, self-confidence. Hence, it helps to ensure a healthy mental health, that you gain a good mental health. If you are able to work on your time, use it appropriately for success, use your time appropriately, you'll be able to make up success. If you use it very, very well, maybe a student that is preparing for exam, the time of exam is coming. It's for you to read, and then when it comes to the examination, you write the examination and pass, and don't have to waste that year and then go for another year, and then you'll be happy about that. You feel that you have achieved something, and then you move on to the next stage, so that you don't, as some people say, you don't kill time. So time is also associated with hope. Let me say, when we look at youthful time for people, young people as they are growing, that time of their youth is associated with hope of things to do, growth, development, plans, and prospects, as well as visions. At that young age, there is a lot of time, the stretch of time over, and the person is planning, maybe I'll do this, when I grow up I'll do this, when I get to this I'll do this. There are a lot of plans there, because we are looking at time. If there is life, the person then has enough time to go ahead to implement certain things he has in mind. Also, opportunity comes with the passage of time. Time brings opportunities. It's only a dead man that his time has ended, and for the person, time has halted for him, so no opportunity comes again. But for you, as long as you are alive and time passes, opportunities will always come. So don't think that because it is bad today, it will remain bad like that forever. That's the lie of the devil. It is bad today, so it will remain bad. No. Once there is life, there is hope. It may be too bad today, But if you are able to hold yourself, if you're able to organize yourself, remain mentally healthy, and work, and don't put on despair, but rather be positive, eventually such challenging time will pass, and a new leaf will come up. A new leaf will come up. The only thing that will stop it is if we die, either if we allow such a time to cause us to die or to pass away with it, then the person's loan has ended. But once there is life, there is hope. I want you to believe in that. Once there is life, there is hope. Therefore, you did not give up. So time brings opportunity. You may look around yourself today and say, I have nobody to help me. But that may not be like that always. In the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, or in the next year, opportunity could come up. You may come to know somebody who will serve as a link to bring to connect you to an opportunity, and that will change your life. So always be positive. Then I'm saying that we may lose the opportunity. When we lose opportunity in life, and time cannot go back and bring that opportunity again. It cannot. Maybe there is an opportunity for a job advert 2 months ago, and you couldn't for one thing or the other. You can't wind back the time to that, so I'm bring forth that. Except if another occasion comes up again and another opportunity comes, which should be another opportunity. It cannot be that same opportunity. So once one opportunity or event has come, it goes with the time attached to it. It's another one that will come up. The only thing is that if you work very hard, you may compensate for the one that has passed. So opportunities that has come passes with time and may not come back again. But that same opportunity may not come back. Similar ones may come. So and then you make use of that. And if you work hard, you can seize that opportunity and make some remediation or try to cover up lost time. So I'm saying that you can't go back to yesterday. You can only work hard to see if you can compensate for past loss. You can only work hard to see if you can compensate for past loss. There are cases where some people maybe after taking exams they didn't do well. Other students passed and then they went into the next class and that person had to repeat. Well, if he works hard and if he comes to a realization, he can still make use of some other times to work hard and cover up lost ground. That is what we are saying. But the other time has passed. But if you work hard, you can still cover lost ground. But you can't go back to the previous one. You can only cover. So let's just look at in terms of this mental health, the negative effect of time. Since time passes, then the issue of if you see time passing and you are not coping up will bring about impatience. Some people are impatient in following time, in doing something. They are impatient about that. So impatience is a symptom of mental health, poor mental health. If you are impatient in everything you are doing, you can't be patient to follow life easily. You are impatient here, you are impatient here, you are quarreling with people, they are delaying and you are delaying. So this is as a result of qualifying time, the duration of time. When you want to get something, you feel you cannot wait up to such a time. Therefore, you may have to cut corners. You may look for some other way to get to that thing. But know that if you look for ways of cutting corners, it may bring you into trouble. It may land you into trouble and you will regret it. Then greed is another thing that may come with time. That is another poor mental health. Someone is greedy. He wants to grab everything, swallow everything, and take everything now. He cannot be patient for tomorrow. He cannot be patient and work out things, put efforts, and then be patient to allow his efforts to yield results. No, but he wants to get his own, get other people's own. He wants to gather everything and give unto himself. Well, this saying, and the Bible, Jesus Christ said in the Bible, he said that what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his life? So don't be such a person that will be greedy. You want to take what belongs to you and others, and you want to make all of them yours. It will take you nowhere. Anxiety comes with fear of the unknown. What is likely to be the result that may come out of a situation? This has to do with time also. You are anxious that you'll be taking examination tomorrow, and you don't know whether it will be easy or it will be hard. You don't know the nature it will take, and therefore you are anxious. A situation is coming up in your workplace. Some people may be sacked or so, and you are anxious. You don't know whether you'll be affected or not. All this is anxiety. Those things are coming with time, and you are impatiently or expecting that. But because of the fear of the unknown, you become anxious. So time could also promote or raise anxiety in you. See that time is running out. Sadness is also associated with time. When you are not meeting with what you feel you should be doing, it could make you to be sad. It could make you to feel disappointed. Either you've disappointed yourself, or you've disappointed your spouse, or you've disappointed your children, or you've disappointed those who are looking up onto you, because you feel that you have not met the expectation for which they are looking up onto you for. But then, in all these things, I quickly say that this is a subjective interpretation of that objective reality. At times, it will just be what you are thinking that they are thinking about you. It may not be reality. Yeah? It may just be you feel that everybody is disappointed about you, everybody is angry about you. It may not be so. They might even be pitying you for being in such a situation, and be saying if there's a way they could help. So what I'm trying to bring out here is that the way you yourself feel that people are viewing you in a situation may not be real. It may just be your own subjective interpretation of such. Yeah. So whether you should not feel that, well, I have not achieved like this, so I am nobody. I am a disappointment. It's not so. This will lead to poor self-concept and even low self-esteem. If we start to have negative and poor concept of ourselves, it will do one no good. Then we're talking the other aspect. We've talked of the youth earlier on, full of hope, visions, things to do. But what of as one is going down, aging? Aging could affect also our mental health. As one ages and he feels that he is spent out, despair may start to come in, and unfulfillment. He may feel that he is unfulfilled. But then, for some other people who felt that they have used their time well, as they age gracefully. They feel at home, they feel happy. But most especially, maybe when they look at their family, they see the children doing fine, responsible children doing fine, growing up. It gives them sort of joy that they have lived a useful life. But for some others, as they are aging, they look back, they don't see anything to hold to. So maybe because they've not trained their children, or they just left their children like that. They grew up rascally, putting their hands in different things, and they start to hear stories that this one is involved in this dubious thing, this other one is involved in stealing, this one is involved in one unholy act or the other. Such a thing will make the aging man or woman to feel sad. As he looks back into the family, she see that she is living or he is living a family that is shattered, a family that there is nothing to be proud about. So these such things could make the aging person not to feel happy and create some mental problem for the person. So, lastly, I want to say that aging may also come with fears of the unknown. Because some it will come with that, fears of the unknown. As one is going down, is some people may say, "Well, I'm going down. I want to die. I don't know what I'm going to meet." Possibly, if they have not taken their relationship with God very serious, and they have put their hands in a lot of evil things, killing and the rest, those things will start to haunt them. It will start to hurt. So time brings also that time of judgment, whereby this just your acts will start to haunt you. You did this, you did this, you did that. But if you have lived a good and righteous life and a humanistic life, a life you used even to help people, by the time you look around or you look back and see those you have helped, that they are happy. The fact that they are happy gives you joy that you've been able to help others. You've been able to help humanity. That promotes your mental health. And eventually, when you are passing, you pass through this age in peace. You will die in peace because you've been able to serve God, your master, and you've able also to help others. Hence, and the Bible, they once asked Jesus Christ, he said, "You love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and you love your neighbor as yourself." There is this vertical relationship with God, and then the horizontal relationship with our fellow human beings, our fellow people. Let's be in good relationship with God and with our fellow men and women in our vicinity. It helps to build a good mental or a healthy mental health, mental life. You are not some people are quarreling with all those around them. They are not happy. You see, they even quarrel with God, quarrel with this and that. They are not happy. They are just killing themselves. Such a person cannot claim that he has a healthy mental life. But when you are in good relationship, communing with people in peace, the peace will also be with you. So I want to thank you very much for listening onto this video, and I want to say continue. Remember to support this channel by clicking the subscribe button and like this video, and I will see you next time as we upload the next video. Thank you, and God bless you.